All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike 36, Mike 38. Yeah, let's go second.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. 10, touchdown, Vikings. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Madden, 319.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a run with Geis, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He gets it in the hands of Geis. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go for Latimer. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Cody Latimer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays. run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Open here, Adam Thielen. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for the Vikings. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Put that team on the buck. Hey, alert three. Back.
To throw again, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Throwing on second and 3, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Throwing on third and long. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, first and 10.
Ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That one goes for 30 yards.
180, 56, 8, 20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Rodgers brings it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Newton on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Bailey got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
At the end of the first quarter, with the score, Vikings 17, Redskins 7.
319.
Rabbit. Hey, we're going 37.
Jump out. Inside. X3. 218. Chop it.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Go.
Rodgers throwing on third and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Hey, I 7.
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Great. 20.
They'll run on first down. Freeman a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Landon Collins made the tackle.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Rodgers going to throw. And Latimer's got it. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. On 1st down, Newton. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Tavon Austin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in...
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety, Harrison Smith. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Newton. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey got the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Vikings 38, Redskins 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danielle Hunter. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Hey, you block over here. Plant. Hey, echo.
Mike 37. Switch up, switch up. Switch it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Undercrush. Yeah, live. Zoom.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Here's Rodgers, and this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This will be fielded at the 17. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Ready? Set, ready? 20.
Let's go. We got this.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because You would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a...
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Let's go, D.
3rd and 14.
Hey, 88.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now Newton on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Freeman again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Now Drake loses the football. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Redskins scoop it. The 40. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will get them one closer. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 31, Newton gets it off to Freeman. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. This is Freeman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call?
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Minnesota, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.